You're not dreaming. You're watching Mr. Lobo's Action Talk for this week, and my gosh, it's been many weeks, many weeks since we've done one. I don't even want to think about how long it's been since we've done an Action Talk.
Since April.
I don't want to think about how long it's been since we've done an Action Talk, Aaron. Aaron is back. I'm back. We were in California. Aaron went back to California.
Yeah.
We revamped a bunch of things. We started a bunch of new projects. We started a bunch of new episodes. We haven't finished any of them, but we started a bunch of stuff, and we are gearing up. We're now like we're getting ready to kind of come out of our hole. Lobo-tober's coming, and we need to start rolling out these announcements. We were kind of afraid to post things on YouTube for a while too, because our channel was. They were like putting all these erroneous claims on on almost everything we were putting up. So we just got a little shy on posting on YouTube for a while. But now that some of that's calmed down, some of those red flags have been taken down. So we're back on YouTube, back on Facebook with these announcements, and we'll be linking these announcements everywhere, including Patreon and all that. So let's get to this announcement. There's a lot to talk about. We just got back from RetroCon. Exciting. Aaron and I did the impossible. Again, we had 4 episodes in production. We're like, okay, we've got too much on our plate. You know, we'll film at RetroCon, of course, as usual, but maybe we'll do a RetroCon Part 3 next year. That was kind of what we were thinking.
Yeah, we already had 2.
Yeah, we've got RetroCon.
Let's not beat it to death.
Yeah, RetroCon. Mr. Lobo Goes to RetroCon, Return of the Dinosaurs. Then we followed that up last year with RetroCon the movie Part 2, Return of the Rise of the Space Transformers. And everyone was on us.
As soon as we walk in the door to set up, the night before the con even opens, you're doing a 3rd one this year, right? Yes.
So
under protest,
you're under duress. Aren't you excited to see it? But what's amazing is that we finished it.
Yeah.
We shot a whole episode with everything else that we did. I mean, I co-hosted a contest. I was a judge for the karaoke contest.
Yeah.
We had no one helping us with our table.
No.
Sally was sick,
yeah.
So she was only there part of the time.
I almost fainted.
Aaron almost died, almost got thrown out because your doppelganger was running around. There was a guy who looked like Aaron with a camera like Aaron's, harassing the celebrities.
Pissed off Lee Majors.
Pissed off the Bionic Man, which is probably why we didn't get interviews with the Bionic Man or the Bionic Woman.
Yeah.
And so they almost threw Aaron out because he looked like the guy.
Trick Treat had to run in and make the save. No, not him.
He's RetroCon family.
Yeah,
I heard a little bit of that. and then part of your camera disappeared too.
Oh yeah.
You lost a bolt out of your cage for your camera. Aaron, I was all clean and pressed and ready to sign autographs, and then I'm out digging through Aaron's car and climbing through, looking all over the parking lot for Aaron's part. I'm all coming all sweaty before the show even starts.
Now we're ready.
Anyway, so we shot what we like to call RetroCon M3 Squared, Night of the Space Thunder Kids, which is the 3rd and maybe final installment of the RetroCon saga. You are going to want to be an associate producer, especially if you back these other 2 gems, RetroCon, the movie Part 2, and the first one, RetroCon, Mr. Lobo Goes to RetroCon.
Well, and if you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, The Tick, we've got Townsend Coleman.
Yes.
Cybertronic Spree, if you like Transformers.
The 2 lovely ladies from Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
Last Starfighter. We got some good celebrity interviews.
Yeah.
We got
Cobra Commander gets political.
Yes, Cobra Commander's running for president. A lot of interesting things happening in the episode that's fun.
Lots of silly stuff.
Lots of silly stuff, and kind of, I would say it definitely, a lot of callbacks to the very first RetroCon.
Yeah.
So we kind of come back home with some of the things from the first RetroCon. You definitely want to be an associate producer on it. CinemaInsomnia.com/RetroCon3. We will put your name in the credits. You'll be in the IMDb, and as an associate producer, Hollywood Big Shot, and you will get the Blu-ray, signed Blu-ray before anyone else, and all you have to do is pre-order the Blu-ray for RetroCon the movie, or excuse me, RetroCon M3 Squared, Night of the Space Thunder Kids. And that's another thing too, is if you're a fan of these hard to find budget, weird Korean anime movies, like, I mean, these DVD animes, like, I feel like the Return of the Dinosaurs was one that, like, I had a copy of, that I had, like, went to some creepy guy's house who just had a bunch of, like, weird bootleg stuff, and I had this thing for years. I'm glad I didn't get killed at that guy's house.
Well, and yours is actually different than the versions that were online.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the thing I have is not what you see online. So, and then I feel like we probably have a really good copy of the other one too, the Space Transformers.
Yeah.
That's one that's like $1 DVD that I had for you kicking around for years.
Yeah.
And then Space Thunder Kids is another one that is on a lot of people's lists as one of the worst animes. So if you are in the market for some very obscure, very misunderstood anime, even the RetroCon stuff aside, I think it's great to have in your collection. Speaking of amazing, Aaron, Amazon Fire TV.
Oh yeah.
That is something that I don't think the YouTube audience even knows about yet.
Probably not.
So we have our Roku channel, OSI 74. So if you put in OSI 74 on your Roku, we have a whole channel, and it has all this stuff that's weird and retro and fun. A lot of horror host stuff, a lot of weird, obscure movies, cartoons, lots of fun stuff, including all available episodes of Cinema Insomnia. And so that was the Roku channel, and we had that for 8 years. Still have it for eight years. And we always wanted to expand into other platforms, and now that's possible. Now that's happening. So Mike Cadaver, who of course does the Mike Cadaver's Horror Pub Trivia, which is a show on the channel.
And an app.
And an app.
You can play along with the show.
Yeah, you can play along with the show. So Mike has helped us finally get the Amazon Fire version going. And all it will cost you is an activation fee of $4.99. There's no monthly fee, and there's over 1,400 pieces of content. That's less than pennies per show. I sound like Sally Struthers, right?
Yeah.
Pennies per show.
For only pennies per show.
I think it's well worth the activation fee. I think we have like 11 installs or something right now. So be a part of a very elite group of people who are waking up to the exciting Amazon Fire TV channel, OSI 74. This weekend, live behind the scenes, right here in this studio, we are going to be making a brand new episode with an executive producer who happens to be a cat. I feel like this might be the only TV show with an executive producer that's a cat. But the Mighty Huey is producing our episode with the movie The Frozen Dead. And in The Frozen Dead, there is a Jan in the Pan type headless woman character in the film. And we are bringing back Jan in the Pan, or what I like to call Fake Jan, or the Cinema Insomnia version of Jan in the Pan, for a sketch for the episode. And we have the lovely Roxanne coming in one more time to do that character. And that we'll be filming on Saturday during the day, and we will be going live behind the scenes. And then in the nighttime, join us at 10 p.m. For our for the Brain That Wouldn't Die, our classic episode, Brain That Wouldn't Die. We'll come on at 10. We'll do our whole pre-show for about an hour. So we won't start the episode until about 11. But we will have, our mail sack. We got some interesting things here in the mail. We got Chalky Milk Time. We'll do the Insomniac's Oath, live chat with Mr. Lobo. It'll be a lot of fun. And then you'll be able to watch that live chat on Amazon Fire TV and on the Roku channel and on Twitch. You know, that's the other exciting thing about Amazon Fire, and of course new to the Roku, is the live option. Aaron has, 24/7 content on the Roku now that's streaming live right now.
Yeah. So all those categories on the Roku channel, like Friday Night Wild, Saturday Sleepovers, now it makes sense because those things run on those days.
Yeah.
So the programming's themed to the
Our
categories.
Friday content runs on Friday.
Which was your original idea for the channel.
Which was the original concept. We just couldn't realize it. Now we finally realized it, which is really exciting. And what's also exciting is when I go live here in the studio, I cut right into that live feed, and you can see what we're doing here live on Roku, live on Amazon Fire TV, and live on Twitch, all simultaneously. One of these days, we'd like to get YouTube back on the bus too. I think we might have to do a separate YouTube channel for just the live stuff.
Yeah, because they don't like when we go live. It seems like every time we go live, they hit us with some type of strike.
Every time we go live, they give our channel trouble. So that was why we stopped doing that on YouTube. But we do miss our YouTube folks, so maybe we'll try to make that happen. But we're going to try to parallel it and parallel the parallel as much as we can. So yeah, those are all the things that we're doing. If you we're talking about this episode this week. There's an article by Michael Housel about this Cinema Insomnia episode, The Brain That Wouldn't Die. There's also, you can pick up the DVD still, which is exciting. It's everywhere. If you go to Walmart.com or Target.com or Amazon, you can pick up the alpha video of the classic DVD still of The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's still in print. You can also, like I said, I've got a coffee clutch on my Patreon where we're talking about the episode this week, and also there is a caption this, where we got a picture from the episode that you can make a caption for on the fan page. So it's kind of like this is the episode du jour. This is what we're talking about all this week, because this Saturday we're all going to watch it together. So that's something new that we're trying to do, is to try to theme what we're doing across everything for the Saturday. Try to promote the Saturday streams a little bit more. So join us this week for The Brain That Wouldn't Die. If you can't join us in person on Twitch, Roku, or Amazon Fire TV, pick up the DVD. Why not? Or just watch it on the channel. So that's about it. Can you think of anything else, Aaron?
No, I think we got it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, let me die.